Fighting in Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra isn't just about power, it's about knowing every hidden advantage your hero brings. Most players ignore one of the deepest systems in the game, divine combo cards. Pick the right cards, use their bonuses wisely, and you can turn a crushing defeat into a clutch victory. Today we're going all in, with an overview on every card and every bonus so that you can dominate every match, outsmart every opponent, and make them think that you're cheating. Before we break down the cards, here are some of the basics. There are 18 Divine Combo cards split into 3 sets of 6, with red for attack, green for defense, and blue for technical. Cards unlock at role rank D4, and in battle, you need to max out your card energy gauge by dealing damage to enemy heroes or to their God of Destruction, amongst other things. And each time the gauge maxes out, you can pick one card from each set, and based on the color combination, you get a combo bonus for that match. First, let's go through every divine card available in the game. Remember, each set has 6 cards. Knowing what each one does will help you to make the smartest pick for any situation. Set 1, Lightning Swift. Adds extra energy on attacks within 2 seconds of using Vanishing Step. This is great for burst and mobility. Super Snowball. Boost attack power with each KO or assist, stacking up to 4 times, but you'll lose your stacks once you get knocked out. Build Up. Increases all defenses when you score a KO or assist on 2 NPCs up to 10 stacks. Too easy. When your HP drops below 50%, it grants extra HP for 2 seconds. This can be triggered once every 30 seconds. Strategic Escape. You get a slight movement speed boost when your back is turned to an enemy hero. Gekishin High. You'll have shortened cooldowns after landing a Gekishin Burst. Set 2. Giant Slayer. Boosts damage against enemy heroes with 80% or more HP. This scales until the end of the battle. Prepare to Die. Boosts damage against enemies with 50% or less HP. You'll get a bonus if the target survives for at least 2 seconds. Steel Skin. Reduces the amount of damage taken from an enemy hero's attack. Solid Barrier. If no damage is taken for 10 seconds, it triggers a barrier that greatly reduces incoming damage. The barrier will break down 2 seconds after the enemy's initial attack. Art of Decoy. When you get hit by an enemy, you get a movement speed increase, and your Vanishing Step cooldown is reduced for 4 seconds. This can get triggered every 10 seconds. Epic Hunter. Deals more damages to bosses with 50% or less HP for 4 seconds. This effect will end if the boss is KO'd. Wicked Warrior. Boosts rush attack damage when you land 3 consecutive rush attacks on a single enemy. This lasts 4 seconds after the end of your attack. Pursuer. If you land 2 skills on an enemy within 2 seconds, you'll deal extra energy-based damage and get a speed boost for 7.5 seconds when you're heading towards your target. This can be activated every 7.5 seconds. Guardian Angel. You can take part of a nearby ally's damage. The amount of damage you take is reduced if you have more allies nearby. Defense Step. Reduces damage for 3 seconds after Vanishing Step. This works even better for super attack and is scaled down over time. Backstab. If you land a skill within 3 seconds of being discovered, it reduces the cooldown of that skill, except for super attacks. Limit Breaking Jump. You'll be able to use your Vanishing Step one more time while it's on cooldown. Knowing these cards and what they can do individually sets the foundation for understanding how to maximize their power and synergy together. Next up are the combo bonuses. Each bonus is triggered by the color of the 3 divine cards you pick, 1 from each set. These bonuses can dramatically impact your strategy in-game. Fiery Fortitude, which requires 2 green and 1 red, boosts all defenses based on your current HP. This is ideal for surviving high damage fights. Overwhelming Power, which requires 3 reds, gives you a massive attack boost. This is very focused on raw offense for skills, rushes, and burst damage. Unsinkable, which requires 3 greens, gives you a defensive boost that scales up with nearby enemies. This is excellent for tanks and frontliners. Sorry to Keep You, which requires 3 blues, greatly increases your movement speed when heading towards an ally. This is perfect for supporter or roaming roles. Extreme Battle, which requires 2 reds and a green, will gradually increase all attacks during combat against an enemy hero. This is great for aggressive snowballing. Adrenaline Burst, which requires 2 greens and a blue, boosts strike defense and reduces cooldown slightly when taking damage, which is ideal for comebacks. Energy Absorption, which requires 2 blues and a green, reduces cooldowns when hit by an enemy energy attack. This is great for ranged heavy matchups. Mock Strike, which requires 2 blues and a red, boosts movement speed and attack damage. This is perfect for the aggressive assassin or DPS character. Floating Rush, which requires 2 red and a blue, give rush attack speed and damage a boost, which is ideal for rush heavy heroes to dominate the game. Trinity Force, which requires 1 red, 1 green, and 1 blue, give players a balanced buff for attack, defense, and cooldown reduction. This is a universal setup for any hero. Before we dive into any scenarios, let's identify some universally strong cards. Cards that you can reliably pick regardless of your hero or role. These are your go-to options if you want a balanced, high-performing setup without overthinking it. From set 1, we have Lightning Swift, Build Up, and Gekushin High. Lightning Swift gives you mobility and burst potential early. Build Up stacks defenses for survivability, and Gekushin High ensures your skills stay on cooldown less, which is perfect for consistent play. And in set 2, we have Giant Slayer, Steel Skin, and Art of Decoy. Giant Slayer helps you punch through tanky enemies, Steel Skin reduces incoming damage, and Art of Decoy increases your mobility while letting you reposition safely. And finally in set 3, we have Pursuer, Defense Step, and Limit Breaking Jump. Pursuer gives you that extra damage and speed, Limit Breaking Jump gives you additional Vanishing Step uses, and Defense Step will provide you with more survivability, especially against super attacks. These choices give you offensive pressure, defensive security, and mobility in almost every fight. They also set you up for strong combo bonuses without having to worry about niche situation. A critical mechanic is knowing when to switch cards mid-battle. By swapping cards efficiently, you can adapt to the flow of combat and maintain your advantage. Take scenario 1 for example. You find yourself getting shredded early and your health bar is melting. So you should prioritize a green card like Steel Skin or Build Up. Steel Skin cuts incoming damage, making enemies need longer combos to kill you, while Build Up strengthens your tankiness the longer you stay in fights. This swap is about stalling and survival, buying your team enough time to regroup instead of feeding another death. It'll flip the script from easy pickoff to an annoying wall. And then we got scenario 2. Sometimes you hit that brick wall tank who just won't drop no matter how much you throw at them. That's when you swap to red cards like Lightning Swift or Giant Slayer. Lightning Swift ramps up your damage output, especially if you kite, while Giant Slayer specifically punishes high HP enemy, shredding through most if not all tanks. This is your way to force trades and break stalemates. If the enemy team is spamming long-range key attacks or cooldown heavy pressure, defense alone will not save you. That's when blue cards like Gekushin High, Art of Decoy, or Limit Breaking Jump come in. Gekushin High reduces skill cooldown, so it'll let you respond with your own skills more frequently. Art of Decoy lets you dodge or bait out big skills safely, and Limit Breaking Jump increases your mobility, giving you escape options against ranged fighters. Blue isn't about brute force, it's about staying slippery. You turn overwhelming ranged pressure into wasted enemy cooldowns while you reposition for your team. So in short, swap to green if you're struggling to live, red if you're struggling to kill, and blue if you're struggling to deal with pressure from key blasts, cooldown spams, zoning. And remember, you can only have one card per set. So any swap you do must respect these set restrictions. Mastering these swaps can mean the difference between losing a lead and turning the fight around. By understanding each divine card, the combo bonuses, and how to apply them in specific scenarios, you can confidently approach every match with a clear strategy. These insights will give you a competitive edge, turning solid plays into dominant victories. I try to compile all the basic information on divine cards and combo bonuses in one place. So if you found this helpful, be sure to like the video and consider subscribing to my channel. Oh, and I want to know what card combo you cooked up for your main ahead of the launch in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.